Alrighty, what's up, you motherfuckers? Peter Gilmore here, once again, for another video, right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to this channel and my other channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, share this video all over the internet. But most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never ever miss an upload. And you'll be the first one to get notified when I go live, when my videos are up. So you can come in the chat, come on my videos, leave a comment, leave questions, and whatever you want. Open forum. Talk about wrestling, talk about sports, politics, this fucking virus, whatever you want to talk about. But hit that bell to get notified when I go live, because if not, you miss out on a lot. Sometimes YouTube won't send out my videos, which fucking sucks, and they need to do better. So send your hate mail to YouTube and tell them to freaking get my videos out to you. Or you can unsub and resub and then hit the bell. That might work. I don't know if it does, but it is what it is. So like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels down below. Share the video on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Dailymotion, Twitch, Vimeo, BitChute, everywhere else on the internet that you can share videos on. And most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications. And that's it. So the chat room is open. Come on in. We're live on YouTube.com. So to all my good friends on YouTube, come on in. We talk some Monday Night Raw. As the title below says, it is time for your late night Monday Night Raw review for August the 10th, 2020, from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. As it's just turned after midnight here in the Northeast, so it's now August 11th, 2020. So whatever you're watching it, it's either August 10th or August 11th. So whatever, it is what it is. But here's your Monday Night Raw review for August the 10th, 2020, from that damn Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. And we're 1 week away from SummerSlam, the biggest biggest party of the year. And 1 week from this Sunday, maybe 1 week from this Saturday, we got NXT TakeOver 30, which will be the better of the weekend, in my eyes. Of course, it always is, because I don't think SummerSlam's gonna be that great. But it could surprise us. Who knows? But we're 1 week away from SummerSlam, and it's starting to get, some of these matches that are going to be announced. The storylines are actually starting to get interesting. So we're getting there. We're getting some build, which is always nice. We got to get more with NXT for TakeOver, and on SmackDown this Friday night. Should be pretty good. And then next week, the go-home shows for Raw and SmackDown, and then next Sunday, SummerSlam on pay-per-view, and that, as always, the WWE Network for that low price of $9.99. And that's all I can say about that. So tonight's Monday Night Raw. Same old shit. It was basically like the same old shit. Good beginning with Seth Rollins and Dominic. I'll get to that in a minute. Pretty decent middle. Bayley versus Asuka was okay. It wasn't a bad match, but pretty good. And then the ending of Raw with KO, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton and his Mountainous Force. Pretty decent match. And then the aftermath with Randy and Ric Flair. Early in the day, there was a spoiler that Ric Flair was going to be written off TV. So now, as you saw what happened on Raw, that's how Flair got written off TV. And if you're Ric Flair, you wish you were back on TV. Where you got your ass handed to you. But, good match, good after. The promo after was fucking amazing. From both guys. Great promo. And it just sucks to be Ric Flair. Because now he's going to be gone from TV. Unless they bring him back at SummerSlam and maybe screw Randy Orton. Because what Randy did, I'll get to that later. But who knows? Who knows? But we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. All right, let's get into Monday Night Raw, I guess. And once again, the chat room is open. The chat room is open, so you can all come in the chat some Monday Night Raw, some AEW, some NXT. You can chat about New Japan. That's the only promotions that are going right now. So there's some indies that are doing some secret shows here and there in the Northeast and a couple around the country, mostly in the Northeast, right? Like H2O and ICW, GCW, WOW here in in the Northeast and Staten Island and Brooklyn. They had 2 shows already, 2 secret shows. They already have a new world champion. Oh boy. I just wish they had a show that we can go live. That probably won't be till next year. It sucks. I'm bored as fuck in my house. I want to go to a concert. I want to go to a movie. I want to go to a nice restaurant with my wife. I want to go to Atlantic City and play the slots. I want to go dancing. Can't even do that. Especially in Atlantic City, because you can't do that. You can go play the slots, but you can't do dancing. You can't go to the nightclub, so I can't go to Boogie. I can't go to Boogie Nights and dance with my wife and get down and boogie. You can only do that in the bedroom. But I digress. But yeah, I'm gonna be going to Atlantic City probably Thanksgiving weekend if I have the money. But right now I don't have that much money to go. So I gotta pay bills and. Just a bunch of bills I gotta pay, especially medical bills up the wazoo. Because my medical insurance fucking sucks. That's all I can say about that. I can't even do that. So come in the chat, talk to me about anything you want. Open forum. We could even talk about that crappy team from Queens called the New York Mets, who got destroyed tonight. Holy shit. 16-4. That's bad. And all I gotta say is, Steven Matz, get the fuck out of New York. You fucking suck. Get the fuck out. You haven't picked a good game in a long time. Get the fuck out, you piece of fucking shit. You injury-prone piece of shit. Go salsa dancing with that other idiot Cespedes. Get the fuck out of New York, please. Can we just fucking trade this guy? Every time he pitches, he fucking sucks. Get him the fuck out, man. Bring back Matt Harvey for all I care. I mean, couldn't we get any worse? For the New York Mets. They have no pitching besides DeGrom and Peterson. Besides DeGrom and Peterson, they got nothing. Porcello is up and down, mostly down. Because he's a rental from Boston. Walker's on the IL. I don't know how long he's going to be out. Marcus Stroman opted out for the season. He's out for the season. He opted out for the season. So he's not going to be playing. So he's probably not going to come back to the Mets. So thanks. Have a nice day. Go back to Toronto. You bum. I don't blame him. I mean, leaving because of COVID. I mean, you know, who wants to play during this fucking virus? I don't. I would just stay home and collect my fat ass paycheck. That's what I would do. I mean, it sucks. I have to go to work because I'm an essential worker and I have to make the money because I have to eat and I have to pay bills. So I have to go. Do I want to go? Do I want to be at work with all these fucking idiots going around and with COVID around? No. I'd rather be home collecting a fat paycheck. That's what I would like to do. So, yeah, I'm getting notifications of the wazoo from Facebook. So. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, Mets fucking suck. I thought they were gonna start on a nice little run, a 2-game winning streak, and tonight we just laid a fucking dud, 16 to fucking 4. I can only imagine what tomorrow's gonna be like with Porcello on the mound. I wonder who's gonna take Marcus Walker's place in the rotation. It could be Seth Lugo. Probably some bum from the minor league system that'll probably suck ass. You can kiss this season goodbye right now. You know, the Mets were tied for the second wild card right now. They were. Now they're not. I swear, if they get into the playoffs with this rotation, they're done. One and done. Goodbye. Even if freaking Alonso is red hot. Even if DeGrom is red hot. Their pitching is going to kill them. Their bullpen, even worse. They're gonna kill. It's gonna kill them. So as much as I want the Mets to make the playoffs and go far, but they're not gonna go that far. Probably get to the wild card round and goodbye. Then I have to hear all the Yankee fans. Oh, we made the playoffs. You guys did. You guys lost. Fuck you. Go fuck yourselves. In the ass with your steroid using needles. How's that Giancarlo Stanton pickup going for you? He's hurt again. That's why he's on the injured list again. What a waste of money that the Yankees got for that piece of crap. Garbage. He's another Ellsbury. Waste of money. You're still paying that fucker. Yankees ain't better than the Mets, ladies and gentlemen. They're not. Their pitching is eh. All they got is Judge hitting fucking monster home runs. That's all they got. I think one of their catchers went down. And supposedly they're still in first place in the American League East. Not a great record. I think they're like as of this recording, 10-6. I don't know if they won today or they played today. I don't give two shits. But and how about those Houston Astros? I think they need to go back to some cheating because they're not doing so good this year. I mean, they got destroyed by the Oakland Athletics, who are doing pretty damn good this year. The A's are doing good. The Marlins, the Miami fucking Marlins, who only play like 8-9 games, are in first place in the NL East. You didn't think that was going to happen. You know, the Baltimore Orioles was actually doing pretty good. I know whose favorite team that is. Resting, oh fuck you. Probably creaming in his pants that he never changes and his shirts that he never changes. Get a new wardrobe, you fat fuck. But I digress. The Orioles are gonna choke. Who gives a fucking shit about the Orioles? Like the Red Sox suck in that division. Tampa Bay's not that great. And Toronto, I don't even know if Toronto's even playing a game. Where they're playing either. Then in the National League, you know, got the surprising Marlins, and then got the Cubs. The Cubs win. Cubs win. Dribbling down the line, not in time. Got the Cubs in first place. That's always nice. Damn dude, don't care. But the Mets are struggling. Their rotation took a big hit. No Syndergaard. No Stroman. No Walker right now. Matt's fucking sucks dick. Porcello is garbage. And all you got is the Degrominator and the new Degrominator, David Peterson. That's all you got. You got nobody. The number 2 starter sucks. The number 3 starter is up and down. The number 4 starter is on the injury list. So you need a new number 4. The number 5 starter is pretty damn good. So all you got is a number 1 and a number 5. The rest of the rotation sucks. And the hitting's not even doing that great. Alonso's struggling. Freaking McNeil is, up and down. Conforto's up and down. McNeil gets his hits every once in a while. The only good thing about the Mets is besides DeGrom and Peterson is Jimenez, the new guy. He's playing. Sometimes he plays. He's playing third base, I think now. Besides J.D. Davis, who's up and down. The Mets are an up and down team. They're not like the team in 2015 when they got Cespedes and they made that monster run to the playoffs and into the World Series before they ran out of gas. And then they had a very good rotation in 2016. Made the wild card and was the bullpen fucking sucks. The guy who had 50 some odd saves in 2015 wasn't that good in 2016. It cost us a fucking wild card by giving up a fucking 3-1 homer in the 9th inning. It was the 8th inning, 8th or 9th inning. We lost to the fucking San Francisco Giants, who I think went to the World Series that year. Bullpen hasn't been good since really 2015. Because La Familia sucks. It hasn't been good since 2015. Edwin Diaz is garbage. Send him back to fucking Seattle. And all you got is Lugo, who's fucking great. He really should be the closer in my eyes. He's not really. They just put him in the 8th, sometimes the 9th inning. He really should be the 9th inning guy. Get rid of fucking Diaz. Get rid of Familia, too. Zellman is up and down. Justin Wilson, he's pretty decent. He's not great, but he's decent. Some of the other guys are meh. So that's bullpen stinks. Their rotation, not right now, is not that good. They're not a good team. They're a sub 500 team right now. If it keeps going that way, you're going to see them under 500 or maybe at 500. I predicted them getting at least 25 wins. I don't think they're going to get to 30 with a 60-game season. They might get to 25. Maybe. I think 30 will get you into the playoffs. 25, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. The fucking New York Rangers are out of the fucking playoffs. Fucking Rangers are out of the playoffs. The Islanders are in the next round. I don't know who they're going to be playing. It's either going to be Washington or I think Boston in the they made it to the seeding round, next round, because that a qualifying round, now they're in the first round, really the first round of the playoffs, the seeding round. So who knows what's going to happen with them. Oh, I hope they lose. I fucking hate the Icelanders. Basketball, they're getting ready for the playoffs. Not that I give two shits because I'm not watching basketball. You got football coming up in a few weeks. If they even have a season. Especially with the way this fucking virus is going. It's going to be a long fall and winter, ladies and gentlemen. Long, long next 4 months. This virus is going to fucking mutate. It's going to be really bad. Especially in the winter. Fall, maybe not that much. But when the winter comes, the flu is going to kill people, and the virus is going to get worse. And we're not going to get a vaccine until maybe January or February of 2021. If at all. So, I strongly, and I said this in my last videos, I strongly advise you to get your flu shot early. I mean, like, now. Whenever your pharmacy or your hospital starts the flu shot, go get it. Because if not, you're fucked. I'm just waiting on my job to let us know when we can get the shot. So I can get the damn shot. I don't have to worry about shit. And I have to, I'll tell my wifey Rosa to get her shot. I don't know if she might have to go down to the hospital and get it because I don't think they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it right on the phone. So you obviously have to go to the hospital and get your flu shot. That's all I really gotta say. I talked for 22 fucking minutes and I didn't even get to Raw yet. I don't give a fuck. It's my video. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it, get the fuck off my channel. And go suck a dick. A big fat monkey dick. That's all I gotta say about that. You don't like me, I don't give two shits. Because I am the face of this fucking website. I am the universal fucking champion of YouTube. That's all I gotta say about that. And I am better than you. And like MJF says, you know it. I'm better than you, and you know it. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, we got a couple people watching. We got a couple people in the chat. Sloppy Joe! We got a Sloppy Joe! I don't like Sloppy Joes myself. Sloppy Joe! Sloppy Joe! Sloppy Joe! I feel like putting on some Adam Sandler right now. He was in my last, I think one of my SmackDown review, I believe it was. He says the Slopster is back. So, what's up, Mr. Sloppy Joe? How are you? Just saying there's a 2-minute delay, so I probably wrote this a while ago. If you're seeing this now, I apologize for the delay. Don't blame me, blame YouTube. And that's that. Jamie, do you even know what a beard is? Alpha male progressive commercial, man. I hate that commercial. I hate that guy, too. That progressive commercial pisses me off. And by the way, Flo's a fucking whore. You want insurance, go to Geico. That's all I got to say about that. Because it saves you 15% of on your car insurance. For 15 minutes, you can save 50% of, I forget how the commercial goes. 15% on your car insurance. Something like that. and that little gecko. Not the cutest freaking mascot in the world, you know, like the Michelin Man or anything like that, or the Midas Man or whatever. It is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, looks like we got a newcomer. I think I don't know what kind of avatar that is. Looks like Black Panther on crack. But it is what it is. Muhammad Anis Laman. I don't know, but I can see a man's shadow beside the rack behind you. I don't see no guy. I think it's a shadow. That's why. I don't know. This is my coat rack. Well, actually, it's my makeshift closet. Not my idea, by the way. We just like my girlfriend thinks my girlfriend Rosa thinks she's a fucking interior designer. That's why she moved my desk, which was over in the other room, to here. It used to be in here a long time ago. I was like over here, and I used to have my substation when the computer screen broke, so I had to use my substation for a while. Then I finally got it fixed, and then by that time I moved everything around. So yeah, I don't see no guy around here, so I don't know what the fuck you're looking at. Besides me, besides this sexy god with a super dick. Ask your mom about that, but I digress. But it's not, just a fucking coat, fucking rack, fucking closet rack. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I'd like to be in a better room, but it is what it is. All right, let's get to Monday Night Raw. Let's not waste any more time. I already wasted almost a half hour. So, like I said, Monday Night Raw was Some people thought it was good, like good buddy Jason, the Shield of Ballycastle. He gave it a 7 out of 10. I felt it was okay. It wasn't. I don't think it was a 7. I really don't think it was a 7. I think it was right, not down the middle of that, like Bill Alfonso says, but it's in the ballpark. To put it bluntly, it was in the ballpark. And like I said, it had a good beginning, decent middle, and a pretty exciting and shocking ending. With a great promo from Ric Flair and Randy Orton. There's not this voice. That's that. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time that I already wasted. Like I said, the chat room's still open, so you can leave your questions and comments and all that good stuff. All right, so Raw begins with an in memoriam to Mr. Kamala, James Harris, and died yesterday at the age of 70. We found out the cause of death was COVID. This fucking virus kills another one. So yeah, he sadly died due to the fucking virus. But he had diabetes and he had high blood pressure, so he wasn't well. And just sad too that he had to leave, and that he passed away. By the way, you can watch the video on my Metal God channel. Link to the channel down below. He's doing pretty good so far. I was kind of surprised of how many hits I got in the first day or so. Almost a little over 100 views already. Not great views. I wish I had like 1,000 views, but it's what it is. Take them as they come. So we get that. And then we got that stupid, crappy Raw theme, which should change. I mean, it's not a bad theme. I hate Skillet, but the Raw theme needs to change to something way better. And not this crap. get something good, like a Green Day, like Green Day had, like with what not the enemy, the SmackDown theme from a long time ago. Get Nickelback, get freaking Papa Roach. Hell, get Metallica to do the fucking Raw theme. Do something better than this fucking shit. I mean, AC/DC is nice with Are You Ready for the SmackDown theme is actually okay. I think SmackDown needs a change in theme. Raw and need a change in theme. I mean, and it needs to be upbeat. It needs to be heavy metal. Put Judas Priest in there, fucking, for all I care, or ask freaking In This Moment. I mean, they'll do it in a heartbeat. Ask Ash Costello and New Year's Day to do it. I mean, Ash Costello does the theme song for Rhea Ripley. Code Orange does did the theme for Aleister Black. Well, it's Slipknot. I thought Slipknot was going to do the freaking Bray Wyatt theme, but it was a remix of his old theme, which isn't bad. But go back to like the Ruthless Aggression days when you had all those fucking great songs. You had Limp Bizkit doing My Way to hype up Austin and The Rock at WrestleMania 17. Yeah, Kid Rock, doing the Undertaker's theme, and then he did Stacy Keibler's theme. Bring back all that good shit. All this half-assed generic fucking themes. I know Mike. I think his name is Mike Johnson or whatever the fuck his name is. Doesn't do the fucking themes anymore. So I think he got fired or he just fucking didn't want to do it anymore. Now you got these electronic fucking dweebs doing the fucking theme. If I had it my way, and I do, I would come out with some fucking heavy metal theme from the old days or something like new. Like I come out when I'm in the XWF, I come out to Daddy. Well, I don't come out. I used to come out to Daddy's Fallen Angel by In This Moment, which is a fucking amazing song. Now I come out to an even better song, Fuck Everybody by Steel Panther. That's the best lyric and line in the theme song. Fuck everybody. Everybody can suck my fucking dick. Well, it doesn't say that, but everybody can suck my dick. That's my theme song. You don't like it? Fuck everybody. Everybody can suck my fucking fat super dick. It's massive. Even your mom likes it. She likes it a long time. And so do all my freaking ladies. All the ladies love it. Especially my triple threat Asian persuasion. Asuka, nobody is ready for Asuka. Set my dick. Kairi Sane, who is sitting on my bed. Not in Japan, she's sitting on my bed. And the lovely Io Shirai. The other ones I leave off to the side. Sasha Banks stuff. Well, can't do it. Boss. Melissa Santos. Fucking hot as fuck. That's it. And then maybe, I put Charlie Caruso in there too. She's fucking hot. And I met Charlie Caruso. She's very nice. She's a nice lady. That's all I gotta say about that. So that's all I gotta say. All right, we got another comment. Why are you sitting without any cloth on your body? Because it's fucking hot in my house, and I got the air conditioner cranking. Here's a question for you. Why are you asking stupid questions you know the answers to? Dumbass. Go get me a squishy for all I care. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. Don't ask stupid questions you know the answers to. It's fucking hot in my house. That's all I gotta say about that. It's fucking hot. hot outside too. Fucking 80-something degrees outside. Feels like 90. I'm not going outside. And if I do, I'm going out without a shirt on. But I got shorts on, so I'm not naked or anything. I'm not gonna stand up and whip out my dick like Sean's Entertainment. Another fucking prick. Fuck him, man. I'm glad he's gone. He's gone for another week. He'll never. I hope he never comes back, but he's gonna come back anyway. Fuck him and fuck all the other people too. All right. So enough about that shit. All right. So Monday Night Raw begins with Samoa Joe. He's in the ring, and you know what happens when he's in the ring. There's a contract signing, player. So he's in the ring, and we're going to get a contract signing. And he says it's a unique contract signing, as the second contract signed will be for a new WWE superstar. I wonder who that could be. Dominic Mysterio. Sorry. So Joe welcomes the self-proclaimed Messiah, Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. Comes out with his butt buddy Murphy by his side. Then he introduces the man with a baby face, but a man who has been taking it to CrossFit's favorite cult leader. So he brings out Dominic Mysterio. Comes out with some generic fucking music, generic fucking Titantron. He brings out his good old friend, the kendo stick, which he's been using the last couple weeks. Think he's the Sandman. Here's what it is. All he needs is a fucking beer and a big fucking gut, and then have a really raspy voice like, yo! Yo! Yeah. So they get in the ring. Rollins stands up. They're all standing. They don't sit down because fuck the chair. Murphy just stands there like a fucking douche. So Rollins says if Dominic wants to be a man, he needs to lose the kendo stick. He says that Dominic looks like a coward and a little bitty boy. So Samoa Joe's like, oh, you know what? This will be safer with me. Then Rollins asks Joe if he thinks this is funny. Joe's like, well, this is really fucking sad. And Joe's like, the Seth Rollins I should be seeing is Seth freaking Rollins. But instead he sees a man that had the WWE Universe boo him a few times, and he got all pissy, got caught up in his feelings to justify doing whatever he wants when he wants to do it. And he felt that he had to take it out on Rey Mysterio's eye and go after Aleister Black's eye, and we haven't seen Aleister Black since, because he's going to come back with a whole new gimmick that's going to suck. Probably be coming back as freaking Seth Rollins' disciple. That's what it looks. I think it's going to be. Give me the newest disciple, and Murphy's gonna leave because it'll be all about Aleister Black. Whoop-de damn do. And then he said the saddest thing of all is he's watching Seth freaking Rollins give a young man with zero to no training, give him no choice but to face him in the ring. So Rollins is like, all right, Joe, shut the fuck up. He says he's given Dominic a choice every step of the way, and he made the wrong decision. The same goes for his dad, Rey Mysterio, and Aleister Black. And if Joe's not careful, he might follow that same path. So Joe gives him like, sure. He said the person who had no choice was Seth freaking Rollins. He was the one forced into the situation. He tried to be Mr. Burn It Down, but he got crapped on by every single person watching at home and in WWE. He had no choice of becoming the Monday Night Messiah and making sacrifices. You know what's coming for that greater good, whatever that is. Rollins has to know when it is going to be enough for everyone. And Dominic's like, it'll never be enough. Then he says Rollins makes excuses for all the ungodly things he does. Aleister isn't the same. His father lost his confidence. Well, Ray lost his confidence. Rollins has changed the lives of good men for the worst, and he uses the greater good as an excuse. But the greater good Rollins fights for is for himself. So Rollins calls Dominic ungrateful, and he's on the cusp of fulfilling his dream of becoming a WWE superstar, but doesn't understand it's all because of him. And he says Dominic should be on his knees thanking him. So Dominic's like, you know what? You're all right. Maybe I will suck your dick. No, I mean, it is his dream to be a WWE superstar, but now the dream is to kick Rollins' ass at SummerSlam. So Seth's, he's laughing. He's like, hey, that's funny, Dominic. Says, we all know that he wouldn't last 10 seconds in a regular standard one-on-one wrestling match with him, which is probably true. He says he's the best wrestler of his generation, which Samoa Joe kind of said that to him. But he's going to do Dominic a favor. So he's like, bring your kendo stick, bring whatever the fuck you want. And he wants every opportunity wants Dominic to have every opportunity at his disposal, so he and his family have no excuse when he ends his career before it even begins. So then Seth signs the contract for the match at SummerSlam. So that's now official, which we all knew was going to be anyway. Then Dominic takes the contract, goes like this, looks at Seth, signs the contract, looks at Seth about 5 times, signs the contract, then he signs his WWE contract. I mean, his death warrant, his death certificate. So Rollins is like, give it up for the new WWE superstar. Yay! He tells Dominic to get the hell out of my ring. He says, I'm going to be facing Humberto Carrillo next, and he wants Dominic to take some notes because what he does to Humberto will happen to him at SummerSlam. So nobody gets hurt. We have a contract signed with nobody getting hurt. Whoop-de-damn fucking you. But it was a pretty good, pretty damn good segment. That's all I got to say about that. So I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens from there. And that's all I can say about it. So Humberto Carrillo comes out. So we get the match number 1. And Seth Rollins versus Humberto Carrillo. Dominic's at ringside with his kendo stick. Murphy stays at ringside. Samoa Joe goes back to doing his best commentary that he can only do because Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton suck. I'd rather hear Samoa Joe for 3 hours than those 2 idiots. That's just me. Like I said, it should be me, Joe Cronin, and JD on commentary. Just saying. I think somebody needs to send a tape to Vince. Not that I would like to work for that senile old 74-year-old bastard. But I would work for Hunter. I work for Hunter and Steph as long as I can fuck Stephanie. Sorry, Paul. Hey, Steph. She knows she's watching. Stephanie watches my shit because she loves me. That's all I got to say about that. So we get to the match. Match was all right, nothing great. They lock up, try to get to position. Seth quickly knees Carrillo in the gut, starts beating him up. He applies an armbar, and then he starts taunting Dominic. Carrillo gets out with an arm drag, takes Rollins down, starts punching away at him. Then he hits a clothesline, ducks a clothesline from Seth, hits a springboard kick. As Rollins goes out of the ring to recover, Murphy comes over to, comes like, it's okay, come on, let's go. So Humberto follows him out, bad idea. Chops him in the chest a couple times. Rollins blocks a shot, sends him into the barricade. Ow. And then Murphy starts approaching, but then Dominic ran over with the kendo stick to scare him off. And then Humberto comes back, shoulders Rollins from the apron, goes for a sunset, and then goes for a sunset flip. Rollins throws through, goes for a kick, but Carrillo ducked it. And then Carrillo floors him with a left. Goes for the 10 punches in the corner, but Rollins crotches him on the top rope. Nuts! Then Rollins starts going back to work. Goes for a belly-to-back superplex. but Humberto fought him off with some elbows to the face. Murphy then gets on the apron, but Dominic hits him in the knee with the kendo stick. Ow. Humberto goes for a big moonsault, but Rollins gets his feet up. Then he hits a powerbomb and transitions right into the blackout or the curb stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins picks up the victory, but I think you already knew that was coming. There was no way that this bum Humberto Carrillo would get the win. Send him to NXT. This fucking sucks, man. We'll go back to Mexico, but it is what it is. So Seth Rollins gets the win. Match and gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that was it. But the aftermath, woo boy, the aftermath was fucking sick. Afterwards, Murphy attacks Dominic Mysterio, spears him into the barricade, and then Rollins like, get him in here. So Rollins has Murphy hold him up while he brings Carrillo over. Rollins goes for the stomp, and Mysterio breaks free and takes down Rollins with that awesome takedown of his. He starts punching away at Rollins. Murphy has to pull him off. And Rollins knees Mysterio in the head, starts punching away at him. Murphy goes outside, hands Rollins the kendo stick. And then Rollins just beats the living fuck out of him. Smashing with the kendo stick. Then they tie him in the ropes. And then Murphy brings like 5 or 6 kendo sticks in the ring. I was like, holy shit. So they basically caned the living fuck out of him. And they ripped his shirt, caned him in the stomach, in the chest, in the back, and his fucking back looked like chopped liver. Jesus Christ. Fucking kicked his fucking ass. And then Rollins is like, goes to the camera, he's like, come on, Ray, beg for your son, Ray. You're a coward. And then they continue to beat down. And then if they eventually Dominic gets free from the ropes, but he's a dead duck, fucking bruised up the wazoo on his back and his chest. Rollins goes for the stomp, but Dominic can't even hold himself up. And then Rollins looks at the camera, tells Rey Mysterio, this will be continued. Probably next week. But we'll see what happens with that. Because we might see Rey Mysterio come out next week. And that's that. But it was a pretty good opening segment. Match sucked. Great aftermath. And that's all I got to say about that. I don't think the match was even needed, but it is what it is. So I gave the aftermath 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens next week with Seth Rollins, Dominic, and maybe Rey Mysterio comes back for his revenge. But all in all, this is a good setup for the match at SummerSlam, which I think Seth Rollins is going to win. Unless they go with Rey coming back and helping his son get his first big win in WWE. But again, I would love to see Rey turn on his son. That'd be hilarious. You were never my son. You were always Eddie's son. You know, Eddie Guerrero from the grave is like, you're my son, Dominic. Come here to Papi. You know, God bless Eddie fucking Guerrero. That was a good storyline back in the day when Eddie and Rey were going at it. The whole Dominic's my son. That they had that crazy match with the ladder match they had, and the winner gets Dominic, or the custody of Dominic, and Rey won, of course, because supposedly it's his son. Dominic, I'm your puppy now. That was great. I love that shit. That was some good shit back in the day on SmackDown. When SmackDown was good, back in the Ruthless Aggression era, that was some good shit. And that's all I got to say about that. So, somebody's telling me I already got a whole bunch of dislikes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Thanks for the views, though, motherfuckers. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so we get that. So like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for the aftermath of that. And, I mean, Dominic looks like a piece of chopped liver. Holy fuck, he got caned worse than fucking Tommy Dreamer back in ECW. When I think it was Sandman caned the living shit out of him. I think it was like 10 or 15 times. And Tommy's like, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" And then freaking Beulah McGillicuddy, he's crying like a fucking bitch. It is what it is. Good old EC Dub. That's that. All right, we go to break. We come back. We see what happened. We get a replay of what happened. Well, like we needed to see that again. Then we get a video package of Retribution wreaking havoc on Raw last Monday night with the Molotov cocktail to the electrical circuit board outside the Performance Center, and then the lights flickering on and off during matches, the mics getting cut off. And then we see what they did on SmackDown last Friday night. So, I wonder what's going to happen tonight. And we'll see what happens with that. All right, after that, we get replays shown of Montez Ford collapsing in the ring after being poisoned last week. You know, he was in a match with Andrade. He does the flippy-dippity-doo over the ropes onto Andrade on the floor. Then he comes back in, he shakes the ropes, and he's like, "Ugh." Looked like he had a fucking heart attack. Just fucking drop dead. And then they show Bianca Belair outside of the trainer's room with Angelo Dawkins, and then we see Selena Vega with Andrade and Angel Garza looking to see what happened to him. And then Bianca's like, "You poisoned my husband," and Selena's like, "Why would I jeopardize my client's tag title match? Why would I do something like that?" And then Bianca's like, "Girl," beat the living shit out of her. And then it got more personal on Twitch when Selena Vega was doing her Twitch video, and then Bianca Belair came on the Twitch video, beat the shit out of her. I'm surprised they didn't show that on Monday Night Raw. I don't know why they did not. I think it was too violent. Ooh, can't show that. So anyway, that leads to Selena Vega coming out with Andrade and Angel Garza. Andrade is going to be in a match against Angela Dawkins coming up. So Selena cuts a promo, says all week everyone's been accusing her of poisoning Montez Ford, and they've never heard, and they're like, "You never heard of innocent until proven guilty." She says she wouldn't ruin the most important opportunity for her clients, and Angel Garza and Andrade will have everything to do with taking the Raw tag team titles at SummerSlam. She says her voice is getting hoarse, but she's denying it all the while. Blah, 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 blah. So we get that. So I gave that little promo 2.25 out of 5 stars. So Angel Dawkins comes out. They have the match. And Selena Vega and blah, blah, and Angel Garza are at ringside. So we get to the action. It was an ant match. Andrade attacks Dawkins at the bell. Dawkins quickly drop kicks Andrade out of the ring. But he gets distracted by Angel Garza and Selena. Andrade attacks the legs, takes him down in a ring, applies a rear naked chin lock. Dawkins fights to his feet, punches out of it, forms Andrade in the face a few times before punching him against the ropes. He connects with a pair of clotheslines and a twisting back elbow when Andrade doesn't go down. Dawkins falls up with an explosive suplex before going for a corkscrew avalanche when Andrade moves out of the way. Punches Dawkins down in the corner, hits some double knees. Goes for a very near fall. Dawkins barely kicked out of it. Andrade goes to the top rope. He leaps off, but Dawkins forms him out of midair. He goes for the cover, but Selena Vega gets on the apron to distract the referee. I'm surprised Angel Garza wasn't doing anything after this. So, like, why didn't Angel Garza get in the ring and, like, beat the crap out of Angel Dawkins? So I was like, all right, well, whatever. And then Bianca Belair comes out, pulls Selena off the apron. Selena knocked her face off the apron. Dawkins ends his Andrade with the cash out, whatever that move is. It's like a power bomb, looks like the D'Lo Brown sky down or low down move. That's what basically looks like. So Angelo Dawkins picks up the win. Whoop-de damn freaking new. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Bianca is taunting Vega at ringside. She brings her in the ring. And then right after that, right after the commercial, we get our next match, match number 3. Zelina Vega with Andrade and Angel Garza taking on Bianca Belair with Angelo Dawkins. Match was nothing to write home about. Bianca gets Vega off her back, takes her down, grabs her, but Zelina gets out of it. Goes for a crucifix pin, but Bianca countered out of it. Zelina counters her counter into a triangle choke. Bianca powers up, so Zelina goes for a sunset flip. Bianca powers her up and slams her down. She starts dancing around like with her whip hair. Whip my hair, dancing around, blah blah blah, and dares her to get up. Bianca drives her into the corner, stomps her down before punching away at her. Zelina quickly uses the old Roddy Piper poke in the eye, hits a tornado DDT for a near fall. Zelina tries to whip Zelina tries to whip Bianca into the corner, but gets countered. Vega slingshots over her. She kicks her in the head, hits a running knee to face for a near fall. She's like, I didn't do it. Then she goes for a bulldog, but Bianca gets out of it. Goes for the kiss of death. Zelina gets out of it and hits a head scissors into the ropes. Goes for a crossbody block, but Bianca catches her. And Military presses her up and slams her down. Then she grabs her, but Zelina knocks her in the face. Bianca throws her around the ring until Zelina pulls her shoulder first into the ring post. Ow. She kicks away there and does the old 10 punches of doom in the corner. Zelina goes for a powerbomb. Bianca countered with a powerbomb of her own and the alley-oop in the corner. Then she picks up Zelina, hits the KOD. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair gets the win over Zelina Vega. Shows who the EST of WWE is. She picks up the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was that. And then afterwards, we get Charlie Caruso in the ring for a post-match interview. She asks Bianca if she has any evidence that Zelina Vega poisoned her husband. And Bianca's like, oh, they all know what they did. And then if Zelina does it again, she'll get whooped by the EST of WWE. So that was that. So Charlie asked her for an update, and Bianca's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. So Angelo Dawkins says SummerSlam is 2 weeks away, and it's the biggest party of the summer, and Montez Ford will be silly to be missing the biggest party of the summer. They're gonna have their red Solo Cup, and they're gonna cause a ruckus because the Street Profits are up, and they want the smoke. So go to the cigarette shop and get your pack of smokes. They want the smoke. Just kidding. But anyway, so looks like we're gonna get Montez Ford. Montez Ford is gonna be back by SummerSlam. It's just a little bit of a storyline, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of play it off at SummerSlam. He's still kind of poisoned. But we'll see what happens with that. So that was that. So I gave the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars as well, and that's that. It is what it is, and we move on. All right, we got more chat. Got my good buddy from Mexico, Javier Alejandro Ponce-Claza. What's up, Javier? How are you? Thank you for coming in the chat, as always. He says, YouTube did not notify me of your live stream. Well, fuck YouTube. Fuck them. Fuck them for not sending out my videos. They've been doing that to everybody. Joe Cronin, they shadowbanned Joe Cronin. JD's not getting a lot of views on his videos. Nobody's getting their videos out to their subscribers. Even with the the fucking bell. The bell doesn't fucking work. It's the stupidest thing in the world. Why did you even make the bell? I mean, it was so easy to freaking just subscribe to the channel, and then when you go on YouTube, you know, they're in your subscription box. But no, they had to do this fucking bell. So you have to turn on all the notifications to actually have get your video sent out to you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Half the time it doesn't. The fucking stupidest thing in the world. That's why fucking YouTube fucking sucks. And the 14 to 15 years has been around the internet, one of the fucking worst websites ever. But we all know the worst website ever is MySpace. Oh, remember MySpace? MySpace, Kenny? Are you kidding me? MySpace? MySpace was good back in the day, and then they made you change your fucking homepage around, and then you couldn't even get into it. Then it changed the whole layout around. Looks like fucking shit. I still think it's around. I don't even know why anybody would fucking use it. And Facebook came around around 2005, 2006. Thanks to good old Mark Zuckerberg. And you know, Facebook isn't all that it's cracked up to be. Fucking censoring people for, you know, just speaking their mind. Just kind of like YouTube, violating our First Amendment rights of free speech, free religion, and all this other shit. Instagram's the same thing. Twitter's the same thing. Social media is just a fucking big censorship. That's it. That's it. That's pretty much all I really got to say about that. Fuck Facebook, and then I'm doing two things at the same time. Oh. All my friends on Facebook, I'm live, so if you want to come in, if you're on Facebook, I don't have the link. I don't have the link put out. I wish I did, but it is what it is. That's that. So we are live on YouTube. It's a little bit of a delay. Can't do anything about that. So it is what it is. That's that. So fuck YouTube for not putting out my videos. They can all suck a dick. And for the people that dislike the video, you can suck a big fat dick. You suck my dick. You can't stop the train. Train is going to continue on. If you don't like it, well, too bad. That's that. Sloppy Joe's, WWEshop.com. Yeah, we can get 20% off a big fat belt. A real thing, a replica belt. Shop Champion belt, big 20% off your belt. I think 20% off merchandise as well. Not that I'm going to get anything anytime soon because I don't have the money. You know what I mean? I don't have the money to fucking get a shirt right now. I think the next thing I'm actually saving up money for the new Motionless in White CD that's coming out called The Skies. But I'm getting they just put out something today called the Eternally Yours motion picture set. Looks fucking good. I mean the trailer looks fucking awesome. The artwork looks fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. Motionless. If you've never heard of Motionless in White, I extremely want you to go pick their CD up. It comes out. It already came out actually. Disguise. The new album Disguise just came out about a month ago. 2 months ago. Very good. They're gonna be on tour next year, and they already have dates in September for Orlando, Florida, at the end of September. If that even happens, who knows? But get their last album. Get this album, Disguise. Get the last album. What was the name of the last album? Graveyard Shift. That's a great album. Get Creatures. That's another great album. There was another album. I forgot the name of it. But I mean, Google Motionless in White. Go to the discography and pick up their CDs, all of them. They're fucking amazing. Just like In This Moment, just like New Year's Day, like Metallica. You know, all these metal bands out there, they're fucking great. Most of them. But the bands I like, you know, like Metallica, like Def Leppard, you know, Judas fucking Priest, you know, like Motorhead. Ace of Spades, got a wart in my face. You know, God bless Lemmy, the man who has the same fucking birthday as I do. Yeah, me and Lemmy share a birthday. Lemmy Kilmeister was born on Christmas Eve, ladies and gentlemen, and so was I. So I have the same birthday with a rock legend. That's why I'm fucking popular. And I know more about music than you will ever know. And I know more about wrestling than you will ever know. So go fuck yourself. That's all I can say about that. But yeah. But yeah, that's the next thing I'm actually gonna get. If I do buy any more like merchandise, I will probably get. I might get the AEW action figures, which are out right now. They're probably a lot of money. I have no idea how much they are. I think they're like $60, $70, I think, which is fucking outrageous. Because you gotta give the Bucks the money. And Tony Khan, and Cody, and Kenny. Gotta give them that money. It's worth it, but you know, you gotta pay out your asshole. It is what it is. That's that. Alright, Hayed Alejandro Ponce Clasa. For a moment, I thought that Retribution would appear during the Orton promo. I thought that too. Was, you know, the lights went out, the lights flickered, and then when I'll get to the ending after when Orton punt kicked Flair, the lights went out. I was like, what the fuck? I thought Orton was gonna stop for a second, and Retribution was gonna be in the ring, and then they were just gonna beat Flair up, or Orton was just gonna stand around looking at him, and then he was gonna like leave, and everybody was gonna think that Orton was the leader of Retribution. I actually put that on Twitter. It's like Orton's either gonna RKO Flair, or Retribution's gonna come out, and Randy's gonna be the leader of Retribution. That's what I thought. I was like, wow. But as we saw, they didn't come out. We barely saw Retribution. We only saw them in 2 segments. That was it. I thought they were gonna ransack, be in a ring and just beat people up. It would have been nice to have them appear at ringside, beat the living shit out of Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton. I'm just saying, those 2 guys are fucking horrible on the mic, on commentary. They're horrible. Michael Cole's the same way. Mitchell Cole always fucking botches. Corey Graves ain't even that great either. And I'll say it till my fucking voice goes out. Me, Joe Cronin, and JD from New York gotta be on commentary for Raw, or SmackDown, or NXT. Put us in WWE on commentary. It would be fucking gold. I wouldn't even have to say much. I'll hardly talk. I'll be just like, beat his ass! Beat his fucking ass! Oh, but then Vince will be in my ear. You can't curse! But like I said, I would never work for Vince McMahon. I would work for Hunter, but not Vince McMahon. I would work for Tony Khan, personally, but because he has that money. You know what I mean? He has the billions and billions of dollars. I would work for that. I would get my billions and billions of dollars. I would love to work next to JR myself. Me and JR, that would be fucking awesome. Me and JR and me, or maybe me. It would be funny, me and Tony Schiavone. Me and Jericho would be fucking amazing. I would just play off Jericho. I'd be awesome. I'll be fucking gold on commentary. I mean, get the word out, please. To Vince, not Vince. Get the word out to Hunter, to Stephanie. I mean, go on Twitter and tweet them like, sign Peter Gilmore to a fucking contract. I'll move to fucking Connecticut. I wouldn't give a shit. I'll move to the Performance Center. I'm already about to go to Florida anyway. I just pack up all my shit, go down to Florida. Ready? I can move all my shit into an apartment, or they can give me an apartment. Just pay all my bills. That's all I care about. Just give me an apartment down near the Performance Center. And I'll have somebody drive me there. You know, get me my own car so I can get there because I don't have a car. I mean, I could bring my car down there. I really don't want to, do that, but I like to be picked up in a fucking van, in a fucking limo. Go to the Performance Center with my, my In This Moment shirt on, rocking my In This Moment shirt on, not giving a fuck about the fucking dress code. Come on, Raw, repping In This Moment with a fucking suit on, because I have Hunter be like, yo, Peter Gilmore, you need to wear a suit and tie. I'm like, Hunter, shut the fuck up and wear what the fuck I want. You just go in the back and do your shit. With Shawn Michaels, that is. That's all I gotta say about that. I know I've gone off topic. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, they applied the same technique to Flair at hitting the balls. Not the greatest thing in the world, but I was waiting for an RKO. I was waiting for it. But sadly, we not get the RKO. We got it in the match, but not against Flair. But that's that. I don't know if you checked Twitter, but the majority of Latinos who are in WWE are supporting Dominic. Obviously, everybody's supporting Dominic. Samoa Joe, Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, even his fucking dad. Humberto Carrillo, he's Latino. The fucking Lucha House Party, most likely. Probably the people from CMLL, Conan. The guy down the street selling freaking tacos at Taco Bell. I don't know. I mean, every fucking Latino celebrity is probably pulling for Dominic. And guess what? He probably will win, but I don't think he will. As much as they want him to win, they're pulling for him to win. He's gonna massively get it destroyed. I think Seth's gonna win unless Rey Mysterio gets involved and beats Murphy down and beats Seth down, and then Dominic hits like 619 or a frog splash at the end. Picks up the win. Picks up his first win in WWE. That'd be good and gravy. Then this storyline continues with Rey and Seth. It's gonna end in Hell in a Cell. I'm telling you right now. It's gonna end either with Seth and Murphy against Rey and Dominic in Hell in a Cell, or it's gonna end with Seth and Rey in Hell in a Cell. That's the only way it's gonna end. Hell in a Cell, or one of them. Or a loser leaves WWE match, which I probably not happen. And if it does, Ray's gonna lose anyway. Because I don't know if Ray signed a new contract or not. So, but it's gonna, mark my words, it's gonna end in Hell. I hope and I pray it ends in Hell in a Cell. And that's that. And we move on. All right, we got a newcomer, Chase Stabler. Has a nice picture of the Twin Towers from New York City. Are you from New York, Chase? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I'm from New Jersey, but it is what it is. I used to live in New York. Used to live in Brooklyn, New York. He says, "What's up? How you doing? Thank you for joining." I got a lot of comments. So I'm going to get to these comments real quick, and then I'm going to get back to Monday Night Raw. Javier Alejandro Ponce Costa says, and the thing about the injuries that Rollins caused to Dominic is dedicated to those who say that WWE is false. Yeah, you think? Those weren't makeup. That wasn't makeup. That was some real fucking shit. I like to see somebody saying that somebody's come on my chat and say, "Oh, those things were fake. Those bruises were painted on." Fuck no, man. Fuck no. You get hit with a chair, it fucking hurts. You get hit with a fucking leather strap, you fucking you fucking feel it. You see the welts. Get hit with a Singapore cane, you get welts. Get with a barbed wire bat, you get the scars. I mean, look at fucking Sabu. Or anybody that's been in barbed wire matches. Sabu, Stockade, Matt Tremont, especially Matt Tremont, Onita, Terry fucking Funk, Cactus fucking Jack, Mick Foley. I mean, when Cody took the thumbtacks, you saw all the fucking thumbtacks in his back. You think that's fake? I'd like to see you take a fucking bump like that. Take a bump through a fucking plate glass a pane of glass. That fucking shit hurts, and you get all that fucking broken glass in your back. Fucking rips your fucking back apart. And barbed wire. Tell me that shit's fake. Go fuck yourself. Where was I now? Okay, I know where I am now. But yeah, saying that Dominic's thing was fake, fuck you, man. Fuck you. Chase Steve, I can't live without college football. Well, sadly, we're not getting college football this year. It probably won't come back till maybe the spring of 2021, if ever. But it sucks. I mean, I'm not a big college football fan, I mean, I used to back in the day. I used to root for the Florida State Seminoles. No, not the Atlanta Braves, because this fucking cock can go suck a fucking cock. The fucking team can suck a cock, and JD can suck a cock because he roots for them. Fuck the Atlanta Braves. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, but I used to watch the Florida State Seminoles, the Miami Hurricanes. I like Penn State. I like Notre Dame. I'm not a big college football fan, but I watch it when I used to be off on Saturdays. And then Saturday nights we different fucking games. I got bored, so I watched like a UCLA game or a USC game or a Florida Gator game, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner, with JR, But now we're not getting college football, we're not getting college basketball, not getting lacrosse, not getting anything. That's all I got to say about that. What Major League Baseball team are you a fan of? The New York fucking Mets. Even though they suck right now. They suck tonight. They lost 16-4 tonight. But Steven Matz he fucking sucks. Get rid of him. That's all I got to say about that. Chase Stable, fuck the virus. Yes, indeed. Hashtag fuck this virus. Put it out on Twitter. Every video, put it out. Every day, put it out. Fuck this virus. Hashtag fuck this virus. Every fucking day. Until this fucking thing ends. Just do it. Until this fucking virus ends, the hashtag fuck this virus will be hopefully going viral on Twitter, going viral on Facebook and Instagram, and everywhere else. And that's that. I wonder how SmackDown will do next Friday because the Yankees and the Red Sox are playing at the same time. I don't even know if the game's going to be on Fox next week. be honest with you. And even if I don't know if SmackDown's even preempted, I guess we'll find out next week, or on the dirt sheets we'll find out if SmackDown preempted. That'll be interesting. If it is preempted, when it's going to be. Probably be I would think it would be Saturday, if unless they have like a triple header on Fox the next day, because they usually do. Usually they'll have the Yankees or the Mets playing on Fox, or the Cubs or some other fucking shit team. But I don't know. I don't know if SmackDown's even preempted next week. I know AEW is preempted next week. That's why it's going to be on a Saturday. That's why it's going up against the first hour of NXT TakeOver next Saturday. That's going to be interesting. So, but if SmackDown is preempted next week, I would think it would be on Saturday night. I don't know what time it would do it, because I have to do it after baseball or after the news, so probably at like 11, 12 o'clock. Nobody's going to be staying up to watch that shit, except me. And Joe Cronin and JD and all the other people that do videos. But I don't know. I'll keep looking at NoDQ.com and other websites. We'll see if it's going to be preempted next week, but I don't know. Who knows? Blah, 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 blah. Chase Stable, fuck the Big Ten, okay? I guess you're not a big fan of the Big Ten. I don't care. I don't care. It is what it is, but, that's that. Javier Alejandro Ponce Clasa. Haha, the Taco Bell. The Taco Bell sounds Latin, but that's not the way Mexican tacos are. I don't mean to be racial or anything. I love Mexican people. I mean, my girlfriend's fucking Mexican. Her family's mostly Mexican. She used to live in New Mexico. So, but I love the Mexican community. I love the Mexicans. I love the Latino women, because they suck a good dick. Just saying. Mexican girls do too. The Spanish. I think the Spanish girls suck better dick than the the Italian girls, the Irish girls, the black girls, the Koreans, the Asians. Asians suck a good dick too. But I'm going all porno now. Here's, I'm sorry. Hey, I don't know how old you are, but if it offends you, I apologize. This is TV 14, motherfuckers. This ain't PG. So if you don't like it, well, too bad. But yeah, I love the Latino community. I love the Spanish community. I don't discriminate. I just think some people in those races are kind of fucking stupid. But just saying, every race has people that act fucking stupid. You're just completely moronic. And a fucking Japanese, I think it was Japanese or Chinese guy come up to me today at work buying beer. Beer. All things beer, right? Buys beer, and he's like, $14.99, $14.99. I go, okay. I see that it's $14.99 in the circular. So I ring him up. I ask him for his phone number. He's like, $14.99, $14.99, 50 times. I'm like, dude, it's $14.99. It's on sale. Put in your fucking number so you can get the fucking deal. Fucking guy, man. I had to call my fucking supervisor to come over and tell him. He does not understand. Some of these people don't understand. If you are in America and you don't know proper English, get the fuck out. Seriously. I hate to raise my voice. I can't raise my voice enough. My fucking voice hurts sometimes. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to get you out as fast as I possibly can. But if you're going to stand there and not understand one fucking word of English, then don't even come come up to me with your fucking shit. Get the fuck out. Go to another store. Fucking dumb, man. That's what pisses me off about my job sometimes. I get these fucking people that think they own everything. They think they can get away with shit. And then when you tell them you can't do that, then they start yelling at you, and they start yelling at your manager or your supervisor. When you know, and then when they get put in a place, they get even more mad. That's why this fucking world, this fucking country, this fucking world is fucked up. Fucking stupidity. Stupid people. Doesn't matter what race you're on. Just fucking stupid people. That's that. But I'm not a racist or anything, you know. There's some people that are just fucking idiotic. I mean, I'm not gonna stereotype them or call them the N-word or call them the C-word or call them anything else. Because I have said the N-word before and I got in big trouble for it. That was way back in the day. If I don't like anybody, just call them a cunt. It is what it is. That's that. But I do love the Latino community. I love all races. But it is what it is. Chase Davis says he's from Florida. What part of Florida? I know somebody from Florida. I know a lot of people from Florida. So Rose's daughter lives in near Miami. So that's what it is. Jair Alejandro Ponce Clasa says, I thought Shayna Baszler would fight the man who dominated in Raw Underground. I thought she was going to go after that guy, too. What's his name? Dabo Cotto, whatever the fuck his name is. That big fucking dude. I was like, holy shit. I hated Raw Underground tonight until Shayna Baszler got there. I was like, oh, this is interesting. This is going to get good. And Shayna Baszler beat those three fucking bitches. You know, and then Dabo Cotto comes out. I was like, oh boy, we're going to get something good now. Oh yeah, we're getting good. I was excited. Maybe we will get it maybe we'll get it next week. I don't know. I would have Shayna Baszler on every fucking week for that shit. So that's what she's, you know, if they're not gonna give her the Raw Women's title, just put her on Raw Underground every week. Let her beat the fuck out of all the women there. All those fucking extras or NXT enhancement talent rookies. Just let them beat the shit out of them. But she'll get bored of that, though. She'll be like, oh, I'm bored of this MMA shit. I'm like, give me the fucking title. Or let me leave, go to AEW. Or go somewhere. That's that. But, you know, seeing Shayna on Raw Underground tonight made me fucking happy. That's all I gotta say about that. I say this because of the rating that Yankees versus Red Sox ESPN would generate compared to SmackDown. Oh, Yankees and Red Sox on ESPN next week? That's why. I thought you meant that the Yankees and Red Sox were going to be on Fox next week. Sometimes they do have games on Friday night. That's why they sometimes preempt, like they might preempt SmackDown one week or not. But if they're going to be on ESPN, they'll probably get better ratings. They would definitely get better ratings than SmackDown. Because it's the Yankees and Red Sox. I mean, come on. Who's going to miss that game? And who would want to watch SmackDown instead of the fucking Yankees-Red Sox game? I mean, really. Stupidity. So, yeah, SmackDown's rating next week will suck. Like, this week will suck, too. All right, Chase Stabler, fuck PG. Indeed. Like Funaki used to say back in the day when him and Takamishinoka Kaientai. Evil. Not that guy evil. Not the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion evil, but evil. So that's it with that. By the way, New Japan's doing some pretty good stuff with the Summer League. If you haven't been watching it, if you've been living under a rock and not subscribed to NewJapanWorld.com, missing some good shit. You're missing some good shit. And then on their road to Jingu Stadium, where in the New Japan Cup as well. coming up soon. But it's supposed to have a big event at Jingu Stadium. Where I think Evil's gonna face Naito for the belts. Naito's gonna lose again. Because the G1 is coming up, ladies and gentlemen. The G1. I thought it wasn't gonna happen this year, but they're saying it's gonna happen this year. The G1's coming up pretty soon. And I'm telling you right now, the winner is gonna be Sonata. Sonata is winning the G1. He's gonna face Evil at Wrestle Kingdom 15 at the Tokyo Dome, and he's gonna win both belts. For Los Ingobernables de Japón, he's probably gonna leave that group too. Naito will probably have nobody left after Sonata wins the belts. Who knows? It might be just freaking Naito, Shingo, Bushi, and Hiromu Takahashi. So I think Sonata will probably just go on his own. He won't be in Los Ingobernables de Japón anymore after he wins the belts. That's just me. We got that what is it called? The King of Pro Wrestling's coming up. Now they have some stipulation matches coming up. I heard this is true. This is fucking true. Okada and I think Yujiro Takahashi are going to be in a lumberjack match, I think. And Minoru Suzuki and who was it? I think Shingo are going to have a barbed wire bomb match. Yes. Exploding barbed wire match. First time ever in New Japan. I believe the first time. That is going to be fucking sick, ladies and gentlemen. Holy fuck. Get ready for that. I am waiting for that one. Exploding barbed wire bomb match in fucking New Japan. Holy shit. I can't even set your DVR for that. I mean, get ready. I mean, order New Japan right now. Just for that. I don't care if it's like $15.99 a month or whatever the fuck it is. I get it for free. So I don't give a fuck. But Minoru Suzuki, Shingo Takahashi, I think his name is Shingo Takahashi or some shit. I forgot his last name. Barbed wire bomb match. Oh, it's happening. I can't fucking wait. Wrestling is back, ladies and gentlemen. Especially with New Japan. New Japan's going to probably win the promotion of the year again. I think AEW will be a close second. I think New Japan's gonna win this year because they're doing some great stuff already. I mean, Wrestle Kingdom was amazing. The last few events have been amazing. I mean, their comeback has been amazing so far. With Naito having the both belts, and then Evil getting the belts and joining the Bullet Club. Now he's with the Switchblade. Switchblade. Jay White, who's stuck in New Zealand. I can only imagine when this fucking virus ends and the travel ban ends, we get all the people coming back to Japan and to the States and stuff like that. I wonder how that's going to be like. Jay White and Evil in the same fucking same fucking faction. How that's going to work out. I think Jay White would be so fucking jealous. It's gonna be fucking insane. I can't wait. I'm fucking hyped now, man. Barbed wire bomb. Evil and Switchblade in the same fucking faction with Kenta. Oh god. That's all I can say about that. All right, Chase Stable says he's from Winter Haven, Florida. It's not bad. Oh, I don't know how far away is that from Pompano Beach. If you know, maybe a couple hours. I would say maybe a couple hours, maybe. I've never been to Winter Haven. I've been to Miami. I've been to Orlando. I've been to Daytona Beach. I want to go to Miami, but I've been to Miami a couple of times. I want to go again. But I've never been to Winter Haven. I've been around the Orlando area a lot, so it is what it is. PG killed the WWE. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And you can blame Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon, because she freaking started it, really. Linda McMahon started that fucking shit when she ran for Congress and failed not once, not twice, 3 times. So good job with the PG era. WWE hasn't been good since the PG era started. And they had a couple of good years here and there, but last 3, 4, 5 years, that's why the ratings fucking suck. That's why they're the number 3 promotion out there right now. Because Japan's number 1. Well, New Japan number 1. Because Japan number 1. AEW number 2. WWE number 3. Impact number 4. Ring of Honor number 5. And CZW number 6. That's it. Top promotion right now is New Japan. Because they got fans. Not many fans, but fans. Because the virus there, I think Japan has gone down a lot. New Zealand has nobody, which is amazing for New Zealand. Fuck. They didn't even go on lockdown. They had the cases that, they didn't lock down. They told people to wear masks. They did social distancing and everything else. And with the span of like maybe a month or 2, no new cases at all. No new deaths at all. So New Zealand did it right. Don't you wish America did that? America should take a page out of New Zealand's book. But you got these fucking people who don't wear masks. You have all these fucking gatherings around the country. That's why the fucking rate, the coronavirus rate goes up. I can only imagine all those people that were in Sturgis for that motorcycle rally where Fozzy was. All of them get fucking COVID. All those bastards are going to get the fucking virus. Then you have that asshole Jim Cornette bash Jericho and write hashtag get COVID or something like COVID God, something like that. Fuck Jim Cornette. And you can send him this video and tell him I said fuck you. I don't care. I don't care if he goes off on me. He already went off on Joe Cronin a bunch of times. But Joe's way better than him. Yeah. But yeah, PG killed it. The PG era fucking sucks, man. A lot of people want the Attitude Era back. They're not going to get it. They're never going to come back. Even when Hunter takes over in the next 5, 10, 15 years, the Attitude Era is never coming back. Never coming back. Probably be stuck in the PG new era, whatever the fuck this era is, for the next 20 years. And that's why WWE will be sinking faster than the Titanic. And that's why promotions like AEW, Ring of Honor, Impact, and New Japan will just blow them out of the water. And Vince's creation will go bye-bye. This will be around, but it'll be bye-bye. That's that. Speaking of New Japan, will you see the he says G10 event. You mean the G1? Yes, I will be watching the G1. I'm not gonna review it, but I will be watching it very closely. That over that 3-4 week span. I think it's like 20 some odd days. I think. I'm telling you right now, Sonata's winning the G1. If it's not Sonata, I have no idea who's gonna win it. It's not going to be Naito. I tell you right now, it's not going to be Naito. And it has to be Sonata. I mean, Ibushi won it last year. And got to face Okada and lost. I thought it was going to be Ibushi and Naito for both belts. But that didn't happen. It was, we all saw it was Okada and Naito, and that match is fucking amazing. Naito won both belts. held it all the way through the fucking virus, and then he lost it. He lost it at the, I believe he lost it about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago, to Evil, and when Evil won a tournament. I think Evil won a tournament. Was it the New Japan Cup or was I forget what it was. But Evil won the tournament, faced Naito, and he won. And as he turned on Naito and lost Inganobles Day, he won both belts. Now he's flying high, in the Bullet Club. That's that. But I will be seeing the G1. I definitely will be seeing the G1. Chase Davis says he's from Pompano Beach. That's not bad. That's pretty much it. All right, that's a lot of comments, and we got a long way to go for this Raw review. So probably going another hour at least. But continue to be in the chat. Send me lots of comments about Raw, wrestling, whatever you want. That's that. All right, so let's get back to Monday Night Raw. So to sum up, we had Seth Rollins and Dominic that the contract signing. They signed the contract making the match official, and then Seth Rollins beat Humberto Carrillo with the stomp, and then him and Murphy beat the living shit out of Dominic, and made his fucking chest and back look like chopped liver. Blah 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 blah. After that, then we get Zelina Vega basically saying that she's saying that she didn't poison Montez Ford, and they say that she's saying that Andrade and Angel Garza are going to win the Raw Tag Team titles at SummerSlam against the Street Profits. Then we had Andrade against Angelo Dawkins. Angelo Dawkins gets the win with the cash out. And then Bianca Belair comes out and beats up Zelina Vega, which led to their match. And Bianca Belair beats Zelina Vega with the KOD. And then they had a post-match interview with Charlie Caruso, where basically warned Zelina if she does it again, she's going to get her ass handed to her by the EST, the WWE. And then Charlie asks for an update. Angelo Dawkins says that Montez will be back for SummerSlam. He's not going to miss SummerSlam. They're going to have their solo cup, and they're up and they want the smoke. So Montez Ford will probably be back at SummerSlam, if not next. I doubt next week, but for SummerSlam definitely. And they're probably going to lose the belts at SummerSlam. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, now we get on to the real stuff. All right, then we go to break, and we come back with the Hurt Business, MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. They're out for a investigative edition of the VIP Lounge, and MVP is not a happy camper. He says he's an athlete of the highest caliber, and then the lights start flickering. You know what that means. The retribution might be around. He says Apollo Crews cheated last week in the United States title match. As he took his belt, blah blah blah, and now he has the new look United States belt. He got rid of the old one, thank God. So then Apollo Crews makes his entrance, gets in the ring, says MVP is full of excuses. I thought he was going to say full of shit, but it is what it is. MVP says Apollo made excuses to not show up at Extreme Rules. Apollo's like, well, Bobby Lashley hurt my neck, and what hurts now is MVP. Cruz walks around with the title. He paid thousands of dollars for, blah, blah, blah. MVP says Apollo is a serial bad decision maker. All he does is make bad decisions, such as the one with him coming out there by himself. So Cruz says MVP's right, but he's allowed to make bad decisions because he's a bad man. I'm a bad man. Oh, and I'm not going to sing that stupid song by Cena. Fuck him. Apollo says MVP doesn't care about him, his family, or his kids. Apollo doesn't care about Shelton Benjamin or Bobby Lashley, but he does care about MVP. and then the lights flicker again, and then Apollo's like, it's like the only lights are going to go out are going to be MVPs, and then Lashley and Benjamin try to go after him, but Apollo gets in the ring, attacks MVP, then he picks up a couch, throws it out of the ring, poor couch, and that was it. Nothing to write home about. I mean, Apollo. I heard better promos from Apollo back in PWG, but this one was not that great. You know, you're trying to put over, both put over MVP, put over the Hurt Business, and put over yourself, and you didn't do it. I'm not really invested in the match at SummerSlam, their rematch. Not invested in it, and I know that Apollo's gonna win it back. Apollo's gonna retain the belt. Sorry, my eyes are starting to hurt. Blah 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 blah. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And I was supposed to do something I'm not gonna be able to do. All right. I'll find out later. Anyway, so we get that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get to our next match, Shelton Benjamin with MVP and Bobby Lashley at ringside, taking on the United States champion Apollo Crews. And it was an okay match, nothing to write home about. Crews nearly catches Benjamin with a toss powerbomb early on. He starts to go to work on Apollo. Apollo comes back with a drop kick, takes him down, hits a suplex for a near fall. Benjamin comes back with a kick to the midsection and a powerbomb for a near fall. Then he comes again for another near fall. Crews hits a neck breaker and throws Shelton out of the ring. MVP and Lashley approach Apollo, but the referee caught them. I thought he was going to send him to the back, but he did not. Shelton grabs Apollo in the ring, applies a chin lock. Crews fights out of it, but Benjamin punches him in the back. Punches him back. Benjamin sends him into the ropes, but Crews flows him with a running cross-body block. Shelton gets to his feet, but Apollo kicks him in the back of the neck. Starts to go to work on him. He hits an avalanche in the corner, tries for the Apollo bomb, but Benjamin gets out of it. Apollo hits him with a power slam and a standing moonsault for a near fall. Benjamin rolls out of the ring to recover. Crews goes for a somersault plancha, but Lashley grabbed the boot, which caused a distraction. And Apollo hits Bobby Lashley with a boot, but he turns around right into Benjamin, running in with a 1922 roll up for the win. So Benjamin steals the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, Lashley ran in, tries to put the Phil Nelson on Apollo, but MVP tells him to stop. He wants him healthy, so Apollo can show up at SummerSlam and MVP can beat him for the title. So Lashley lets go. MVP says to Apollo he's just trying to look out for him before he tries to attack him, but Apollo drops him with an insecurity to the head, knocking him out. And then Apollo runs off with the United States title. So that was that. So I give the Aftermath 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens next week on the program. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam for the United States title. And like I said, I think they're going to let Apollo retain. But who knows? And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. All right, then we see footage of Retribution in front of the Performance Center. The security guard's trying to stop them. They have a couple of cinder blocks, and they throw it through the front door. And they're laughing up a storm, and then they leave. So Retribution is at the Performance Center, causing havoc once again. I don't even know it's the same people from SmackDown, but I think it was new people because they were saying that they're not gonna have the real people from Retribution show up until later on. But somebody said last week that Chelsea Green was one of the people there. I don't know if it was true or not, but I think eventually in the next couple of weeks we'll find out who Retribution is, who's going to be part of it. And like I said, it's probably going to be Dijakovic, Killian Dane, Ciampa, and maybe a couple, maybe Chelsea Green, because I think they have 1 or 2 women in there. And that'll probably be it. So it'll probably be led by Ciampa, or maybe somebody else. Who knows? And that's pretty much all I can say about that. All right, we go to commercial. We come back with Sarah Schreiber in the back. She has her special guest, former women's champion, Mickie James. The lovely Mickie James. He's back. That's great. Adds to the Raw women's roster. So Mickie says she has gold on her mind. And then Lana and Natalya come up to ruin the party, wearing matching outfits. Probably got them from Kmart. Lana asks how she can go win gold when she doesn't even have a TikTok. Lana should get banned from TikTok. I'm sorry. Not that I care, but it is what it is. Natalya says she's the most winning woman superstar of all time. She's the Serena Williams of WWE. No. Lana calls her the best of all time. Hashtag BOAT. Can Lana just shut the fuck up and leave? Can they just fucking release this fucking bitch? Please? Anyway. So Mickie says boat sink and says she'll see them next week. And then Lana and Natalya go, how rude. So it looks like we're going to get Natalya and Mickie James one-on-one next week. How boring will that be? And that's basically all I got to say about that. Fuck Natalya. Fuck Lana. Lana should be fucking released. Fucking horrible. And she should get banned off TikTok. I mean, she already ruined her husband's Twitch account by showing her fucking tits and ass. That's what got TNA in trouble. And then they got banned for a little bit, but they came back. And then Katie Forbes comes back and she starts twerking her ass. I mean, really, does TNA want to get really banned from Twitch? So they don't have, all they have is fucking Access TV? They'll lose a ton of their fan base. That's all I got to say about that. So that's that. But yeah, fuck Lana, and the WWE needs to fucking release her. And Natalya deserves better than fucking being with Lana. Fuck that, man. She should really be doing something else. And anybody see the video of TJ Wilson running the ropes at the Performance Center? Interesting. TJ might be coming back. Tyson Kidd, for you stupid people at home that don't know who he is. Tyson Kidd might be making a comeback, so never say never. Never say never. Now, if Daniel Bryan and Edge can come back from neck surgery, Tyson Kidd could. Now, only if we could get Paige to come back, that would be great. But I think Paige's days are over. Sucks. And that's that. All right, so we'll see what happens with that match next week. But whoop-de-damn fucking you. And that's that. All right, then we get a video package of Raw Underground, which made its debut last week, thanks to good old Shane O'Mac. From what it was last week, which wasn't that great. So we're going to see the second edition of Raw Underground coming up. So we get that. And then after that, we get a segment with Ivar of the Viking Raiders talking to Demi Burnett, that chick from last week, that's from The Bachelor, that petite little midget that was with Angel Garza, flirting with Angel Garza, and her surprised Angel Garza's fiance didn't beat the shit out of her. Anyway, and then Eric, Ricochet, and Cedric Alexander come up, and Ricochet's putting on his wrist tape. Cedric's like, "Well, we got a match next. I don't even have any wrist tape. Not that you need it." So, so Demi says she was just talking with Ivar, and she's like, blah blah blah. She says something, and it's like, "Oh, well, he's kind of cute." So Ivar makes that stupid cheesy Kool-Aid smile face. And she tells Eric, not so much. And then we see Ricochet and Ricochet and Cedric go, whoa, morons. So then she leaves, and Ricochet and Cedric are holding back the left. Eric got booed. Four guys who should be doing something else. 3 of them from NXT, mind you, who should be getting more, being treated better than they've been treated. They got treated. Cedric the same way. Cedric should just get fucking released, go back to Ring of Honor, or go to AEW. The Viking Raiders should go back to NXT and just go back to the tag team division, just run amok there. Ricochet should do the same. Put Dustin back in the North American title picture because he's never going to sniff the world title ever. That's that. So fuck all 4 of them. Fuck them. That's all I got to say about that. Then we get replays of Seth Rollins and Murphy caning the living shit out of Dominic Mysterio at the beginning of Raw. So if you missed it, get to see it. All right, after that, we get to an 8-man tag team match. We get Akira Tozawa, the 24/7 champion, and his ninjas, taking on Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, and the Viking Raiders. This match fucking sucked. Fucking horrible waste of time. Filler match. So, it's also Ricochet kicking one of the ninjas down. They hit him with a double team stomp, reverse STO. They need another ninja that runs in, and Tozawa's like telling the other ninja to get in the ring, but the ninja's like, nope, I'm not getting in the ring. And then the Viking Raiders hit the Viking Experience on one of the ninjas. 1, 2, 3 to get the win. Match gave 1 out of 5 stars. Fucking horrible. So after that, Akira Tozawa leaves with the 24/7 title and one of the ninjas. So they turn. So Akira Tozawa turns around, and then the ninja gets him in a 1922 roll-up. 1, 2, 3, he becomes the new 24/7 champion. Then he takes off his mask, and it's R-Truth. I wonder why. You kind of saw that coming, didn't you? So R-Truth is now, what they say, is a 38-time champion. Holy fucking shit. The R-Truth title strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. And you know he's going to lose it again. Win it back for the 39th time. It's going to continue on and on and on. He's probably going to become a 50, 60, maybe even a 75-time champion. The guy's never going to lose. He's going to keep losing and win it back every single time. It's a fucking worthless fucking piece of tin. Get it the fuck out of here. But they want to keep R-Truth in WWE because he's not a top seller, but he's basically a fucking comedy act. Boy, did Ron Killings fuck his career up after leaving TNA. He sucked in WWE when it was K-Quick, when it was with the Road Dogg. Then he went to TNA, became a fucking big star, became the first black man to win the NWA title. Did some great stuff in TNA. Then he left, came back to the WWE, became a fucking joke, wins the United States title a couple of times, wins the tag titles with Kofi Kingston. Then he had he started that whole Little Jimmy thing, which got him over. Then he was in a thing with The Miz when he was acting all serious, and then he had that match with Cena for the title at Capital Punishment, which was an okay match. People's name was stupid, but it is what it is. And then after that, went back to his fucking comedy crap. Then he gets with Carmella. I thought that was actually decent. Him with a stupid dance break shit. Then they get rid of him and Carmella. They break them up, and then the whole 24/7 title it gets introduced. They give it to Titus O'Neil, and then the next person that wins it is fucking R-Truth. And then it keeps going back and forth between Akira Tozawa, Tony Nese, freaking Candice Michelle, Kelly, not Jay Briscoe, Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson, Gronk, you know, the guy with the marshmallow head. I don't know what his name is, DJ Marshmallow or some shit like that. They get the random fucking dumb people. And now it goes right around the same circle, right back to R-Truth. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic, you understand? That's all I gotta say about that. I don't give two shits. Fuck R-Truth. Fuck the 24/7 title. That's that. All right, we go backstage with Charlie Caruso. This time with our guest, the WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. She asked him if he meant what he said about Randy Orton last week and if he's going to be watching Orton's match against KO, Kevin Owens. So Drew says he wouldn't have said it if he didn't mean it. Randy kept all the knowledge for himself because he didn't want anyone getting better than him. He says there's a few more original thoughts for Randy. He says that he will rip the torch from Orton's hand and kick him in the head. And Randy will realize that evolution has passed him by. And Charlie's like, well, what if Kevin Owens rips the torch from Randy's hand? Drew says they'll have a long talk about the future of Monday Night Raw. So we'll see what happens with that later on. Not a bad segment. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that was pretty much it. And if anybody's still watching, the chat room is still open. So come on in. I know we're already over 2 hours into this video. I didn't think it was going to be long, but he had a lot of comments. So it is what it is. I'm losing my voice as it is. That's that. So I guess that's really all I got to say about that. So, yeah. And we move on. All right, then we get to women's action. Liv Morgan with Ruby Riott at ringside. A little bit of a Riott Squad reunion. Maybe not. They're taking on Peyton Royce with Billie Kay of the Iconics. Match was nothing to write home about. You know, I really don't like this feud between the Riott Squad and, well, the former Riott Squad members and the Iconics. There's two teams that are going nowhere that really should be going after the women's tag team belts. Well, you know how fucked up the women's tag team division is and how they treat the women's tag team belts. It was like Sasha and Bayley will never even defend them and lose them. It is what it is. So we get to the match. Like I said, the match was before the match, the Iconics talk about how Liv Morgan is two-faced. I said, well, they're going for best drama queens. They're shaping their futures to be iconic. And that's that. Nothing to write home about. Just them getting over. So we get to the match. And match was blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get to the end. I'm not going to give two shits about it. Ruby tried to get on the apron to keep Billie Kay away, but that caused a distraction and allowed Peyton Royce to hit the Deja Vu, that swinging Fisherman's Buster neck breaker type thing. And she gets the win over Liv Morgan. Match gave 2 out of 5 stars. That was that. Afterwards, Ruby tries to explain herself to Liv, and Liv's not having it. And we see Billie Kay and Peyton Royce celebrating on the ramp. So we'll see what happens with that situation. Not that I give two shits, and that's all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on from there. All right, after that, we get a video showing of Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, except I did. You knew that. Attacking Bayley last week after Shayna Baszler was taking on Sasha, which led to a match being made for this week. And if Asuka can beat Bayley, she's going to face Sasha Banks, the boss, for the Raw Women's title at SummerSlam. So that match is coming up in a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, there we see good buddy Shane McMahon. I'm dancing, Dad. I'm dancing. Stop it. Anyway, so Shane McMahon walks up to the bodyguard of the outside the Raw Underground room. So, about to get ready for another edition of Raw Underground. The worst thing on Monday Night Raw. It is what it is. So we go to break, we come back with Raw Underground. Then we have Riddick Moss facing Cal Bloom, which I believe is Albert's son. And they're fighting in the ring. Then they get off the platform or the ring. And she's like, "There are no rules. We can fight anywhere we want." So they slam each other into a bunch of metal stuff. Then they get back in the ring. They pull their hair. They gouge their eyes out. I think they're Seth Rollins. And then Riddick Moss knocks him out with a punch and stomps on his head to end the match. So he's like, "Who's next to fight Riddick Moss?" And that was that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we're going to see what happens next on Raw Underground. Not looking so good for you there, Shano. Not looking so good so far. That's all I can say about that. All right, after that, we get the Asuka taking on Bayley. We got Sasha Banks at ringside, as always. And if, like I said, if Asuka wins the match, she will face Sasha for the Raw Women's title at SummerSlam. This was good. This was a good match. Very good match. I'll probably go 2.5 hours for this fucking shit, but this was Asuka dropkicks Bayley at the bell. Those are around the ring. Hits a hip attack in the corner. So it's basically kicking the shit out of Asuka. Basically kicking the shit out of Bayley to start. Bayley goes out of the ring. Asuka follows her out, sends her into the barricade. She puts Bayley in the ring, goes to the top rope. Bayley quickly sweeps the feet, pulls her off. Then she goes to work, slamming on her face, going for a dominator for a near fall. She hits a suplex for another near fall. Continues the attack. And then Austin comes out with a kick to face. Then the lights start flickering, so Retribution is still playing games. And the freaking commentary team just didn't even acknowledge it. Just lights flicker and then nothing happened. Asuka takes down Bayley, goes for another hip attack in the corner, but Bayley grabs her and slams her into the ropes and the turnbuckle. Ow. But Asuka comes back, sidesteps a running knee, kicks away at her. Then she stomps her down, rose her up with Bayley against the ropes, but the referee still counted. I don't know why. We come back from break. Asuka hits a missile dropkick for a near fall. Starts to go back to work on Bayley, kicking her in the chest a couple times. Then Sasha Banks gets on the apron. Asuka went to go after her. Bayley counts a kick into a nice ankle lock with the grapevine. Looked like a heel hook almost. Asuka gets to the bottom rope to break the hold. And then Bayley goes to work on the leg, hits a leg DDT for a near fall. And continues to work on the leg. The referee has to back her up. And then Sasha attacked Asuka's leg while the referee was distracted. Then Bayley covered it for a near fall. Starts to beat the crap out of Asuka for a while. Gets a couple of near falls. Asuka comes back with a vicious stretch, like almost a stretch muffler. I don't know what it looked very nasty. Bayley fights out of it. Asuka transitions into an armbar. Bayley fights up, pins her for a near fall. Asuka tries for the double knee. Bayley counts the double knee facebuster. Applies a beautiful death lock, an Indian death lock. Asuka fights out of it, applies a knee bar. Bayley tries to fight up to try to pin her, but Asuka takes her down. Bayley goes for a German suplex. Asuka counts into a slam for a near fall. Then she takes her down with a double knee facebuster for a near fall. Then she connects with a big knee strike to Bayley before putting her on the top rope. Bayley fights her off, knocks her down to the mat. Bayley hits a diving elbow, not the Macho Man elbow, but a diving elbow drop for a near fall. Then she hits a spinning back fist, followed by a sunset flip powerbomb into the turnbuckle. Ow. And then she starts, this is really where Bayley kind of lost the match for herself. So it's going like this, and like not Santino, but starts mocking Kairi Sane, with the pirate thing. Then Asuka caught her, locked her in the Asuka lock, and Bayley had to tap out. So Asuka gets the win. She will face Sasha at SummerSlam for the Raw Women's title, and then Asuka will get the belt back because every time Sasha holds the belt, she doesn't hold it for long, which sucks. It is what it is. But Asuka will get the belt back for the second time, and then she will start her feud with Shayna Baszler, which will probably coming at Payback or the pay-per-view after that, which may be Hell in a Cell. Because I don't think they're going to have a September pay-per-view right after that. I would think the next pay-per-view will probably be Hell in a Cell to begin October, but we'll see. So Shayna will win the belt from Asuka after that, and Shayna will probably hold the belt all the way to WrestleMania. I don't think anybody else can beat her right now. Will be able to beat her until maybe Ronda comes back, if Ronda ever comes back, but I doubt she will. But who knows? So we'll get that. So Asuka wins. Match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Very good match. And then afterwards, Sasha's like, "This is my belt." And that's it. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But great match. And Asuka winning was great as always. And we'll see what happens with Asuka and Sasha next week on Raw for the Go Home show and their match at SummerSlam, which should be pretty good. I think it'll be a great match, another match in their history. And they've had pretty damn good matches. So I think their match at SummerSlam will probably be, I would say, about a 3-star match. I don't think we'll get to 4-star, but you never know. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, we got my good buddy Scott Casey Gale in the chat. He says, "Is Shane McMahon a face now?" I don't know. I would assume. I mean, but he brought back, he introduced this Raw Underground crap, this MMA style thing. They think they're trying to take off a Lucha Underground with the Aztec Warfare shit. All we need is the Gift of Gods Championship and Dario Cueto. Ring the bell! I don't even know what Dario's doing right now. The guy that plays Dario. I don't even know what he's doing right now. It would be nice. It would be nice for Dario Cueto to be in AEW. That's what I would do. Bring over Jeff Cobb. Have him replay Matanza Cueto, and have Dario be his manager, and have Matanza Cueto just run through the fucking division like what's his name? Lance Archer is doing right now, and then have Matanza face Cody for the TNT title, or have Matanza Cueto face Moxley for the title, and have Matanza win. And then Dario brings back the what was it called? Dario's Wheel of Doom, or whatever he called it. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Then you have Brian Cage there. You have a little bit of, maybe maybe after Brian Cage gets rid of Tad, he could partner up with Matanza, with Jeff Cobb and Matanza Cueto, whatever you want to call him, and Dario, have a little bit of a Lucha Underground type faction. That would be nice. Then maybe bring it. Maybe Mil Mascaras will come back, or I don't think like guys like Vampiro, they won't bring him back. Matt Striker, no, they won't do that. Unless they're gonna bring back Lucha Underground for season 5, but I doubt they're gonna do that because there's nobody there now. Half the roster is either in WWE or in different promotions. Can't bring John Morrison back because he's in WWE. Rey Mysterio's in WWE. Ray Horus, or what was his name? El Dragon. I think his name was Dragon Azteca. He's in Ring of Honor right now. Jeff Cobb's in I think he's still in Ring of Honor. Brian Cage is in AEW. Pentagon and Ray Phoenix are in AEW. Ricochet, Prince Puma is in WWE right now. Will Mascaras, I think, is in Mexico doing something. Thunder Rosa, who played Cobra Moon, not really doing anything much. He was in NWA. Sexy Star, I don't really give two shits about. Eva Lise is in AEW. I don't know if she signed a contract with AEW. She had that one match with Diamante. I don't know. Katrina, I don't know what's happening with Katrina. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's doing modeling or something. Melissa Santos is in TNA. Taya Valkyrie's in TNA. Everybody's in different promotions, and you're not going to bring everybody back for season 5 of Lucha Underground. So I think Lucha Underground is dead and buried right now. It is what it is. But yeah, like Shane McMahon face, I assume he is if he's doing this Raw Underground stuff. I guess he is a face. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? That's all I'm going to say about that. All right. So we got Asuka winning the match. She's going to face Sasha at SummerSlam for the belt. See what happens with that. All right. Then we go to commercial. We come back with Raw Underground. We see Arturo Ruiz. An MMA. He has some MMA background. And he was also in Evolve. He's facing some guy. Beats the living crap out of him. Beats him with a spin kick. Knocks him completely the fuck out. But that was that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go to break. We come back with another match. This time, Davocado is destroying this little punk black guy who thinks he's a little. Like he looks like about around my height, and I'm 5'4". This guy looked like he was 5'2". He's trying to use his speed against Davocado, but Davocado's just beating the living bejesus out of him. And then Shayna Baszler comes in, and this is where I started marking out. I was like, Shayna Baszler's in War Underground, and she's going to start kicking some ass. She looks not impressed. I thought that her and Davocado were about to go at it. So Davocado gets out of the ring, and then Shayna grabs this poor woman out from the crowd, pulls in the ring, beats the living crap out of her, and then 2 other girls come out. One was some weird woman, looked like Sunny. I think that's what I think she looked like. And then this other woman looked like more strong, and she had some muscle on her. Gave her a little bit of a fight. Shayna fights him off, and she puts the woman with the big muscles, puts her in the Kiro Feeder clutch, and she gets the win. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So Shane's like, Shane gets on the mic. He's like, I wonder what happened next week on Raw Underground. I'm like, I don't give 2 shits. So if Shayna's on next week, I'll be happy. Other than that, I don't give 2 shits because this experiment's not working. It's not working at all. It's freaking horrible. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Then we get to the main event of the evening. We have Randy Orton and his Bloodless Boys. Comes out with, woo, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He takes on my friend and yours, Kevin Owens. Kevin Steen, whatever you want to call him. Match was pretty good. Not a bad match. Ending was great. I mean, the aftermath was great. They go at it. They lock up. They start going into the ropes. Orton turns him in the corner before Owens powers out of it. Orton applies a side headlock. Brings him down with a knee. Brings him down to a knee. Owens sends him to the ropes. Orton shoulder blocks him down. Orton goes off the ropes. Owens pops up, hits a back elbow. And Flair's like, he's all giddy. I don't know why. Maybe Flair's going to do something with Randy Orton, cost Randy Orton the match at SummerSlam. I don't know. Who knows? So they continue fighting. Orton does a little Roddy Piper thumb to the eye, hits an uppercut, Goes to hit him off the commentary table, but Owens fights back, bounces him off the table. Said he didn't hit him. Byron Sexton. Damn. Owens gets Orton in the ring, kicks away at him, goes for the stunner. Orton gets out of it. Owens then hits a super kick, and Orton goes down in the corner. And then Owens hits a cannonball in the corner. And then he's holding shoulder, so I don't know, maybe he has a separated shoulder or some type of shoulder injury. I thought that was going to come into play near the end. Orton goes out of the ring, and he's sitting up on the barricade. Owens goes outside, hits a cannonball into the barricade. Ow. That's that. We go to break. Come back. Owens is still beating the crap out of Orton on the outside. Owens gets him out of the ring, goes for a whip into the steel steps, but Orton reversed it. Orton sends him into the plexiglass around the barricade before getting in the ring. They almost teased a count out, but Orton broke the count at 9 to want to do more damage. Sends Owens into the steel steps again, and this time Owens is about to get counted out again, but he gets in the ring at 7. Owens starts beating the crap out of him, but Owens fought back with some forearms. Orton chops him, sends him into the ropes, but he lowers his head, eats a kick. Orton comes back with an uppercut, but Kevin comes back with a clothesline. Hits a senton splash. Goes for the pop-up powerbomb. Orton goes out of the ring. Owens followed him out. Orton hits with a back suplex on the commentary table. That Chad heard. And they gets him in the ring, covers him for a near fall. As Orton's like, I can't believe it. And Orton puts Owens on the top rope, punches him in the face. Owens fights back, headbutts him down to the canvas. And then Owens hits a swanton bomb off the top rope for a very near fall. Then he gets up, tries to do the Orton pounce, looking like he's about to hit the RKO. Goes for the stunner. Orton turns Kevin around right into the Gilmore Cutter. Bang! Not the RKO, the Gilmore Cutter, because that's what it is. He stole my fucking move. I still respect Randy. He stole my fucking move. So every time you hear somebody say the RKO, it's not the RKO. It's the Gilmore Cutter. God damn it. So every time you do a review, do not say the RKO. Say it's the Gilmore Cutter. I want that fucking thing to trend on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Please. So Orton hits the Gilmore Cutter. 1, 2, 3. Orton picks up the win. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars. Not bad. So Orton picks up the win. Gets some more momentum going from him into his match with Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. And we'll see what happens with him after that. But after that, it gets interesting. So Ric Flair goes to leave the ring. He gets in the ring to celebrate with Randy. And then Flair goes to leave, but Orton's like, no, come back here, Rick. We're going to celebrate. So Flair's like, okay, I'll stay here to celebrate. So we go to break. We come back. Randy says he has every right to be upset with Rick, but he can't be angry at him. He has every right to be pissed off with Rick because he made the match with Kevin Owens, who wasn't really needed. He said Flair's ego got him into this mess, but he can't be angry with him. Flair's the dirtiest player in the game, and Owen has known that for a while. You go up with Flair around in Evolution. Flair's had his back for 20 years and taught him everything he knows. He's part of the reason he's been in the ring for 20 years. And Orton asked Rick if he remembers back in 2002 or 2003 in Peoria, Illinois, that Orton got into a little bit of trouble. I don't know what kind of trouble that was. Maybe some drugs or got into trouble with the WWE. He said nobody came to help him or was by his side except for Rick. He bailed out. He said he bailed out this 22-year-old punk ass. And he says he respected and loved Rick after all that. But right now he doesn't respect him anymore because he's a liability to him and his career and everything he's trying to do. Flair knows why he took a young Randy Orton under his wing. He says Rick was thinking he could be the son he wishes he never had. And Rick's like, shit. Starts crying like a bitch. So Orton's like, I see the tears in your eyes, and that's all you're good for, Rick. This isn't the Ric Flair that everyone looked up to years ago. It's not the Ric Flair that taught him everything he knows. The Ric Flair he knows wouldn't need a pacemaker to keep his heart going or slipped into a coma 2 summers ago. Damn. He says the old Ric Flair wasn't a whore for the spotlight. Calls Flair a junkie for the spotlight. And he calls him washed up and can't do it anymore, even at 71 years old. He says at SummerSlam he has an opportunity to take the WWE title for the 14th time. And that's all Flair worries about. But instead, Flair, Rick worried about himself. So Flair gets on the mic, cuts a really passionate promo, says he's taking this very hard right now, very personally. And he says, I hear you. But he wants to tell Randy a few things about him. He said the Ric Flair that Orton came to see in 2001 isn't that guy anymore. He kind of agrees with Randy. He says he likes the spotlight. Calls Randy Orton the greatest wrestler right now. And says he wants to be part of the spotlight. He's 71 years old. He's on Monday Night Raw. He's got guys like Hulk Hogan brother, calling him up, asking how it is. He says he wants to be here when Orton wins his 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th titles. He wants Orton to break the record, not John Cena's record. Point taken, because it's not Cena's record. He's just tied with Rick, but it's not really. It's still Flair's record. Fuck John Cena and his 16 titles. He says Orton grew up on those titles. He says that Orton's dad knows what it was all about, driving 3,000 miles for $150 with no cell phones around. So was way back in the day. And he's asking Randy, does he know why he can't get mad? After 31 days of being in intensive care and in a coma for 12 of them, he woke up and wanted to tell the people he hadn't told that he loves them and let everyone know that he loves them. He called everyone around him because you have to be where he was to know how he felt. He says all he is Charlotte's dad and wants to be in Randy's life. He's having the time of his life coming out with him, and all he wants to do is walk that aisle with him. So Flair starts crying. I mean, I almost started crying because it was fucking emotional, especially with Flair. I mean, when I broke the news that he got sick, and I was fucking almost ready to fucking cry because I mean we lose Ric Flair. I mean we lose a fucking legend. I would fucking legit cry because he's a fucking legend. He's the GOAT. And he's like losing Hogan. I mean Hogan dies. I mean really everybody be crying. He goes to lose a guy like Flair, everybody be crying. Vince probably not so much because everybody, most people love him. Other people hate his guts. Flair, when Vince goes, I won't cry that much. When Flair and Hogan go, I'll probably lose it. So Orton grabs the mic. I thought he was going to talk. He flings it down. They share an emotional hug. Orton starts crying. So he hugs him, and then Flair turns around. Orton drops down. Boom! Low blow to Ric Flair's 71-year-old gonads. So Orton kind of, he was a heel before. Now he turns into a monster heel. Flair's down, grabbing his nuts. Well, what nuts he had. Then he starts whispering in his ear. I have no idea what he was saying. Then the lights start flickering. I was like, oh God, Retribution's going to come out to finish the job. Or they might attack Randy. Anyway, so we get that. And then Orton backs on the corner. The lights go out. Actually, Randy was about to go for the kick. He starts running. The lights go out. And then they turn back on. Flair is completely out of it. So I don't know why the lights went out when he hit the pump kick. That made no fucking sense. That was stupid. They should have done it afterwards. What they should have done was Orton goes for the pump kick. The lights go out. Randy stops. And then the lights come back on. Retribution's around the ring. And Orton's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then Retribution tries to beat him. I think they could beat him up, or maybe Orton just he goes, I see you. Then he leaves, and then Retribution come in and beat the almost kill freaking Ric Flair. Like legit try to kill Ric Flair. But they didn't do that. But it was kind of dumb to see the freaking lights go out right before the kick. I thought that was kind of stupid. They come back on, Flair's unconscious, and Orton's cradling Flair's head like he's a baby, and still whispering stuff. And then we see Drew McIntyre come down, chases Orton out in the ring. Orton goes up the ramp. And then McIntyre's yelling, "Even him, you evil son of a bitch!" So he's pissed. Trainers and some referees and I think a couple of producers come out to help Rick. Orton's like on the ramp. McIntyre's looking at him with utter disgust. The rookies, the NXT crowd, they start pounding on the plexiglass as Drew and Randy stare at each other, staring holes into each other. And then Drew's telling Randy that he deserves everything that's coming to him at SummerSlam. He's gonna hurt him real bad. And he continues to call him a son of a bitch as the referees and trainers tend to Ric Flair. And that was it. So that ending was awesome. Fucking awesome. Really great promo from Randy and Rick. Randy's gotten way better on the mic. I mean, he was great before, but this promo made him look great. I mean, if he was doing this back then, he would have been champion more times than he is right now. Fucking awesome fucking promo. Awesome promo. Loved every fucking single minute of it. I gave this Aftermath 4 out of 5 stars. 4 out of 5. So it was great. And then Drew comes out, really continues the Orton-Drew saga. We'll see what happens next week's edition of Monday Night Raw. I don't know if we'll get a contract signing or a brawl between Randy and Drew. But we'll see what happens. Now I'm actually invested in the match. I'm actually now invested in the match. I actually want to see the match. I still think Randy's going to win the belt. I hope he wins the belt for the 14th time. Goes on a monster fucking run with the belt. Drew will probably get a rematch, maybe a payback. Probably lose that. Randy will retain, and then he'll go on to his next feud, which I don't know who will be next. There's not that many people on the roster that could be next. Not that many stars. You know, I would say Kevin Owens. You can put Owens back in the title picture, but I'm not going to give it to Kevin Owens. I would love for them to give it to Kevin Owens, but they're not. So Randy's going to hold the belt to either the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania when Edge comes back. I think Edge will come back at the Royal Rumble, probably win the Royal Rumble, face Orton at WrestleMania. I don't know if it's going to be straight up one-on-one or it's going to be a stipulation match. But Edge is going to get the belt. I don't know how many times he's held that damn belt. I think 8 or 9 times. Edge will win the belt, but he'll lose it right away. He's not going to be a long-term champ. Let's get real here. Edge will lose the belt, maybe back to Randy, or back to somebody else, maybe back to Drew, or I don't know who else. And then Edge will go bye-bye. So I don't think he's going to be part-time, but he's not going to go have like 9, 10, 11, 12 titles or something like that. He's not going to win the belt back every fucking time. That's what I think. That's what's going to happen. Randy's going to win, hold it all the way to WrestleMania, then lose to Edge. Edge is going to hold it for maybe a month or maybe 2 months. Maybe have another match with Randy, because they're going to have a rematch, of course. So they'll have a third match at WrestleMania, then a fourth match probably after that, probably at the next pay-per-view after that. Randy will probably get it back for the 15th time, hold it for another few months, and then I have no idea what's going to happen after that. I don't know. But Randy will win at SummerSlam. Probably have a rematch of Payback the week after that. Randy will retain. And then just go on a monster fucking run with the belt. Not going to hold it for a year, but it would have been nice. It would be nice for Randy to hold it one fucking calendar year. But he's probably going to hold it for win it August, September, October, November, December, January, February, part of March. Not about 6, maybe 7 months. It's not a bad reign. Not a bad reign. 6, 7 months is pretty good. Not like Bailey is held for almost a year. Adam Cole held it for 1 calendar year, 403 days. Right now, the longest title reign in WWE is Bailey right now at 300 and almost 305, 310 days almost. But she's gonna lose the SummerSlam to whoever wins the Battle Royal, which may be Io Shirai. I would love that. I would fucking love that. I would fucking mark the living fuck out. If you thought I marked out when she won the NXT title with something, wait till if she's in the Battle Royal and she wins, and then she beats Bailey, I will fucking go completely berserk. I'll come on here naked, goddamn. No, I won't. I would go completely berserk if Io wins the Battle Royal, beats Bailey at SummerSlam, and holds both belts. The NXT and SmackDown belt, but she'll lose the She'll probably lose the NXT title to Dakota Kai at TakeOver. I hope she doesn't, but it's looking like she's gonna lose the belt to Dakota Kai, and then Dakota Kai will probably lose it to Tegan Nox because they gotta finish. They really didn't finish that feud, so it's gonna NXT Women's title is gonna bounce around for a while, or maybe they'll give Dakota Kai a nice 3-4 month reign. It is what it is. That's that. So that ends Raw. And what a Raw it was, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, like I said, the beginning with Rey Mysterio, with Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins, with Seth and Murphy cane the crap out of him. That was great. Asuka and Bayley was a good match. Right in the middle of Raw in the second hour. That was good. And the third hour with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, that was good. The aftermath was fucking amazing. It was fucking loved it. That was the only good things of Raw. Everything in the middle was kind of wasn't anything to write home about. But Raw Underground sucked, except for the Shayna Baszler thing. That was it. That was the only good thing about Raw Underground tonight. And who knows if they're gonna have Shayna Baszler on it next week. They should, but I doubt they will. It's probably gonna be another boring suckfest that it is. Not working at all. They should really get rid of it. Not helping in the ratings. Not helping. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's it. So my final I can't even talk. My final rating for Raw, 6 out of 10 stars. I might, I'm like I said, my good buddy Jason, the Shield of Ballycastle, gave it a 7. I think it was around. It was in that ballpark. I think it was not a bad show. Had 3 good segments. The rest, they had 8 matches, but a lot of segments. I don't think most of the segments were needed, especially that Raw Underground crap. Too many segments. But that was it. But still, a pretty decent show, and we'll see what happens next week on Monday Night Raw, the go home show before SummerSlam. We're gonna get a lot of stuff next week. Especially with the Street Profits and Andrade and Angel Garza, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. We'll see what happens with that. MVP and Apollo Crews. See what happens with that. Asuka and Sasha Banks. So that's going to be a lot of the stories for Monday Night Raw next week. Retribution. What's gonna happen next week? Who knows what's gonna happen on SmackDown with Retribution? If they're gonna attack the ring again, or gonna attack somebody. They might be at SummerSlam to cause chaos. And I saw a really stupid fucking thing on, I think it was on Facebook, saying that CM Punk was going to be the leader of Retribution. You know what I got to say about that? No. No. And it wasn't who you thought it was making that stupid idiotic rumor. Not you know who, Mr. Clickbait himself. Not him. Thankfully it wasn't him. But, you know, he probably would have got the idea anyway. Thankfully he's gone. He hasn't made a video in a week. Thank God. He's going on another 1 to 2 week hiatus. Hopefully he goes away for 2 months. 2, 3, 4 months. Just never comes back. Fuck him. Fuck his fucking fan base too. That's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, 6 out of 10 stars for Monday Night Raw, and we'll see what happens next week on the Go Home Show as we lead into SummerSlam next Sunday night, and Takeover on next Saturday night. Should be some good stuff next weekend. And as always, I'll be here to give you my predictions for NXT Takeover and SummerSlam. So I'll do two different Gilmore Chronicles, episode 174 and 175 of that. I'll be doing 173 tomorrow. I meant to do it last night, but I fell asleep. I apologize for that. I promised a second video last night, and I fell asleep. I was like really knocked out last night, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So tomorrow, probably tomorrow night, sometime around maybe between 7 and 9 p.m., I will be doing my doing TGC 173, my 11-year anniversary. I know it's a couple days late, but it's better late than never. So we get that tomorrow night. So join me on TGC Reborn. Hit that subscribe button on the channel. I would say hit the bell to get notified, but I hardly got my videos out tonight. The YouTube is not sending out my videos at all, which fucking sucks. They can go suck a fucking fat cock. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I know this video is really long. It's almost going on 3 hours by now, so I need to shut up. So thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who came in the chat. Big ups to my good buddy Scott Casey Gale. Big ups to my good buddy Jair Alejandro Pasecasa. Thank you to Chase Stabler for coming in the chat. Who else came in the chat? Big ups to Sloppy Joe, the Slopster, whatever you want to call him. And who else? I would say thank you to Muhammad Anis Rahman for coming in, but he acted like a fucking dick. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. So thank you to all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. But for now, I'm Peter Gilmore. Once again, 6 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. Good night, everybody. If you're on the East Coast, go to sleep. If you're on the West Coast, well, start getting ready to go to sleep. And have a great rest of your late Monday night. And have a great Tuesday, everybody. Still gonna be another hot one here in the Northeast. Summer's still going on. Got a couple more weeks to fall. But still gonna be hot here in the Northeast. Summer's still hanging on by a thread. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. I love you all. And if you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace, bitches.